Hello there.
Hello. Oh, you're ready now?
Yeah, well, I've just gotten up when you came round earlier.
Oh, you found the form?
Yeah.
Now, would you like me to... Oh, you've got some questions? Okay.
Well, no, this is my letter that I sent to you.
Okay, right. Is there anything that I can... See, what I was going to say is if we go through the form...
Well, yeah, the thing is, in my letter to you, I've asked you to send your response in writing,
Right.
which you haven't done.
No, I don't. Right. Which part of common law? Right. I've got a laminate here that you can read and take some information off it if you're happy to, which is an official thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, under what act are you are you acting under statute law or
Yes. 1920 census.
what statute law?
The legislation requiring compliance with the 2011 census is the Census Act 1920, the Census England and Wales Order 2009, the Census England Regulation 2010, and the Census Wales, Scotland and all that have slightly different.
But are you acting under statute law though?
Yes, it says here.
So if you're acting under statute law, then why don't I have a contract? Because that takes two. Yeah, you can't. There's no authority under statute law without contract.
Can I just read you the rest of it?
Well, I don't really have to listen to this, you see, because until you respond to my letter, you've acted unlawfully.
No, you haven't acted on...
Well, you have.
It says it is a criminal offence under the provisions of Section 8...
Statute law.
Of the... What?
Statute, though. Statute law. Statute law is no good without consent. And you don't have I don't have a contract with Lockheed Martin. So you're agents for Lockheed Martin, yeah? Yeah? Yeah, you are.
No.
That's who this census is for.
Can I just...
Yeah, it is.
Can I just tell you... Can I just show you? I understand what you're saying because you are
Yeah.
about Lockheed Martin. And it says here, this is absolutely... You can't print this unless it's valid, okay? No employee of Lockheed Martin. We work for the office.
Yeah, but why have you come round to see me when you could have responded by letter, which I've requested you to do? Because until you do that...
We're here...
Yeah, but under what law? Statute?
No, it's not a statute.
Well, what is it then?
It's the
What,
Census
common law?
Act 1920.
Well, that's not a law. Is
We're
it statute
we're
law?
not lawyers.
No, I know, but yeah, but the thing is, right? You're here under either statute law or common law, and I presume it's not common law, which is the law of the land. Statute law isn't, and it needs consent
From who?
from both parties.
No, it doesn't.
Oh yes, it does. I'm sorry, but it does. I know the law.
Can I just one sec? I mean, I've got your letter here, which obviously this is a copy. It does say that regarding privacy, the inclusion of all questions is fully compliant with international and domestic privacy and human rights legislation. Both domestic and European courts have ruled that the legal requirement to comply with...
Legal? See, legal. This is not law. Legal is not law. It's not law. It's not.
10 years ago.
I'm sorry, but you're still acting under statute. With respect, love. With respect, right? I'm not. It's nothing personal.
No.
Please trust me. I'm a peaceful man and all that.
Yeah.
But you are here unlawfully.
Oh,
Because you are. Because I don't even have to speak to you unless without authority, which you don't have. I'm just out of my kindness of my heart. And I'd like to know what you're writing down.
She's my witness to...
So you're writing every word that I say, are you?
No, I'm trying to establish that I pointed out to you the things about Lockheed Martin which I hadn't quite got...
Well, they're behind all of it.
No,
And I'm not. And I don't go along with anyone to do with killing and destruction and weapons and murder.
I understand that. I'm 100% with you there.
So I'm sorry, I can't go along.
I
think I've said all I need to say,
I'll
love.
just read this to you so that you are aware that...
I'm fully aware of the law.
They don't have any access. I'm not telling you about the law, I'm just saying about this aspect of Lockheed Martin that you're unhappy with. It does say quite specifically that no employee of Lockheed Martin, UK, or its US parent, or any other US company will have any access to personal census information.
Yeah, but that means nothing.
They cannot access...
They don't. No, they don't. It's, my information is not safe in their hands.
But it doesn't go to them.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I'm afraid it doesn't. Other information that the Office of National Statistics when they threw out the
Listen, if it was law, you wouldn't be asking me, right, for my consent for a signature, would you? Because otherwise it'd be law, everyone would have to do it. So you wouldn't be here. No, they don't. No, only people who don't know the law.
What does the front say?
People who have been walked into the con, what you're not involved
I'm
in.
not here to con you, I'm just here to point out...
The whole census form is. I'm not saying you are.
No, I'm not here, I'm just...
I'm not saying, you're an agent, right? You're an agent for the government, right? I presume. The government, which is basically agents for because the other government are all paedophiles. The police force and the government are mostly paedophiles, right? Right, and I don't go along with any of that. Okay, and I know this for a fact. I'm not saying you are, but the government are. Okay. Right. Have you heard of the Holly Greig case? Holly Greig. Well, I suggest you look it up and see what's going on for yourself, and see who you're working for.
Well, can I just... Obviously, I don't want to have a row with you.
No, I'm not here to row at all, my darling. No. There's no...
You're refusing to put the form in.
I've not. No, I've given you my answer in my letter. Do you want me to? I'll tell you what. I'll read it out for you, shall I? Do you want me to read it out?
No, well, I've read half of it. I've got down to about here, the first, which is why I tried to answer it. But you haven't had any letters back from the office?
No, I've not had a response. And you was given 7 days to respond.
And when was
so if you want any more response, if you want to write to me again,
when was that sent?
this was sent on the 31st of
So is it right, as soon
March.
as you got the form,
Yeah.
basically?
Yeah.
Well,
So why you've come back 5 months later?
Well, because there's...
I don't understand it.
Because
not enough people are signing it. That's why, isn't it? Because people aren't stupid. Not everyone.
Well, to be honest, most people have filled it in.
Well, then they're the fools then.
And we're
More
down
fool
to...
them.
All we're here for is to clarify or investigate why you don't want to...
Well, you don't need. Well, you've got it in writing. There's reason.
With all best respect, we have a lot of refusal forms.
But that's not a refusal form. I'm telling you, no, it's not a refusal form.
When we go round to different people's houses, because we are officers, the people that came before...
But what sort of officers are you? Who do you work for?
I just told you, the Office for National Statistics. But
which is who? Who's that? It's the government, is it?
No.
Who are they then? What are they?
National Statistics are answerable to Parliament, not to government.
Right.
So
it's not law.
No, the census is failure to complete a census form could possibly result in a £1,000 fine and a criminal record. Right,
and I've written in my letter to you that if you don't provide the 2 questions that I've asked, right, then you're the ones who are unlawful, not me. Because I do not have a contract with you.
But there's nothing to talk about.
It is a contract. If you're asking me to sign something, right, that's a contract. Is it not?
No, you're just signing to say that what...
No, it's a contract, my love. No, I'm sorry, darling, but it's a contract, and I don't have a contract with these people. Okay, so I'm under no authority to oblige, no obligation at all. Am I?
You have the
no, well, you should know this.
Well, not really, because I've answered your questions.
Yeah, but you haven't, though. My questions are there. There's 2 questions. There's 2 questions here. Right, what part of common law provides for the prosecution of a possible forfeiture of the property for people who do not complete the census form?
It doesn't talk any of that.
What part of common law provides this? None. When was a contract made between myself and the Office of National Statistics with both parties agreeing?
There's no contract.
No. The terms and conditions regarding completion of the census form, does such a contractual arrangement exist? I take it that's a no, because you haven't responded to my letter.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
well, this is it. See, this is an official letter you've got here. You haven't responded, you see. You've got 7 days to respond. You haven't done that. So therefore, it's a tacit admission, and you have no right to make any demands upon me whatsoever.
I'm not making demands.
Well, you are. You're at my door, and I can close it. But you're actually stepping inside my house, love. Look.
I only came. That was only to look at the letter with you. So
yeah, well.
Don't get offended.
No, I'm not. Well, fair enough. But I think we've done now.
I haven't come to offend
but I think we've done now, love.
Try and explain.
Because it's quite intimidating, really, when you put your foot in my door like that. You know, I don't want. But you have no right to come to my door, knocking on my door in the first place.
I have actually.
No, you don't. You don't, because
I'm here to...
But who are you here to see, though?
I'm here to see Mr. Richardson.
Well, that's not me.
So you're saying you're not Mr. Richardson?
No.
So who are you then?
I'm Stanley of the family Richardson. Okay. I'm not Mr. Richardson. He doesn't exist. That's on my birth certificate.
So you're Stanley of the family, Richardson?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not Mr. Richardson, and I'm not the occupier.
Oh right, so who's the occupier then? Who lives here?
The occupier, that's not my name. Your letters are addressed to the occupier, are they not?
Right, yes.
Well, my name is Stanley of the family Richardson.
No, but...
The occupier doesn't exist.
Okay.
That's not a legal, that's a
Single-
fictitious name.
Every single census form...
Yeah. Says the occupier.
...was addressed to the occupier
I know.
because it is based...
Because you don't know their names and you want their information off them.
It's address orientated, the census. It's not
Yeah,
about
but
people.
legally,
It's address-
yeah, but the occupier does not exist.
Okay.
That could be my goldfish. The occupier is the person who stays in the house longer than anyone else. Now, that could be my goldfish. My goldfish is an occupier. Would you like to speak to my goldfish?
That doesn't pay the bills though, does it?
But this is all legalese we're dealing with here, love, and
Well, I'm not a legal expert.
Well,
you say you
well,
are, so then
see,
let's say you know
these are
the
just
electoral-
words. These are not laws.
The electoral
See,
roll,
so basically, what you're doing.
Addressed to the occupier.
I know, but the occupier doesn't exist. See, if it said the occupier on my birth certificate, it doesn't, does it? So therefore, that's not who I am. I am a human being, not an occupier. You know what I mean, love?
We're just here to,
Yeah, I know what. I appreciate that. But I'm also here, and I'm being kind enough to, to speak to you because I don't really have to,
I'm sure you're not really.
But it is intimidating. People knocking on your door, asking you to sign things for things that I don't agree with. No, I'm not saying you're being unpleasant, love.
Yeah. We need you to understand.
Well, all I need you to do really is to, if you can respond to this letter.
See, they've got a copy.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So all you need to do is answer those 2 letters, and then I'll be happy to sign the form.
Right.
See, I'm not refusing. See what I'm saying? But if you can answer my questions, then I'll be, which is what I'll make it quite clear.
You're obviously got more in. Can I just? What are the 2 questions that you want? The simple, just a breakdown of the, not the whole thing.
I'll read it to you anyway. Which part of the common law provides for the prosecution and possible forfeiture of property of those people who do not complete the National Statistics Census form?
Okay.
Given that the ONS is in effect making demands upon me
Okay, so that's the question that you want.
and places me under duress.
Okay, but what's the other question? You said there were 2
When was the contract made
Yes,
between myself and the Office of National Statistics with both parties agreeing?
Right, okay.
Agreeing the terms and conditions
I know,
regarding...
I can't give you the definitive answer to that, but I know because it has
Yeah,
been
but I've got to have it in writing.
previously.
I've got to have
But you
it.
have
See, if you send someone a letter, right, and ask for a response, you don't expect them to come and knock on your door to reply to that letter.
Well, to be fair, we haven't seen that letter because...
I thought you said you had a copy of it.
No,
Oh,
I said the central office that you've sent
Yeah, okay.
sent it back into.
Right.
So we have come here just as
Yeah.
as a
Yeah, I understand. No, I appreciate that.
So
Well,
it's
yeah,
nothing more
no,
than that. That's the first
I appreciate
and
that.
that's why
But I hope
accepted
you're learning yourselves, though, that girls, you know, because
I haven't stepped
this
in your
is.
threshold to be offensive. I
No,
just
you're all right,
accepted
fair
it
enough.
just because I couldn't
All
see
right,
it. All right,
all right, fair enough. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Just so we're clear, that's all. I wasn't a paedophile or
No, I wasn't accusing you of that.
I just wanted to make sure I have got it on this one because it's a third slightly longer letter than the other. Detailed information about a number of topics. Well, this is a response to, I think it was a journalist or something like that. So it's about the census laws, which you've already seen.
Yeah, which laws are they, though? Under what laws?
Well,
Are they statute? Yeah, acts or statutes. Exactly, an act. An act is an act. You know what that word means, act. It's all a big act. That's exactly what it means. That's why there's policemen running around all dressed up in fancy dress, acting under statute law, right? And do you know what statute law is? It's the law of the seas, right? They're using statute law of the seas, which is maritime law, on land, which is treason.
Well,
Okay?
yeah, sure.
This is what we're
Well,
dealing with
this is
here.
something that obviously ultimately if it does get caught, you'll be able to...
It will. Oh, I can assure you it will.
Okay. No, I'm sorry, I thought there might be something in here about the contract, but I know that they've said...
Well, there is no contract. I'd know if I had a
Yeah,
contract.
that's what they're saying, there is no contract.
No, there you go. So therefore, no authority, no signature.
Well,
Sorry,
well,
darling.
Well, anyway, that's fine.
Do
That's
you
what
want-
you want to do.
No offence.
Do you want
You know,
to make
with
a
respect.
statement that will go to court?
No, I don't want to make any statement.
Okay.
I'm not obliged to even speak to you if I don't
No,
have
no,
to.
I'm just asking you because
No.
we have a procedure.
That's okay. You
that-
can threaten me if you like with
no,
courts.
No, it's not that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
No,
you're threatening me with legal proceedings
no,
now, aren't you?
Just let me finish. One of my previous people that we visited had certain other reasons why he didn't want to fill the form in, but he actually wanted to go to court for it to be challenged. He
Yeah.
wanted to make a
Well, that's down to me, though, isn't it? If I want to take you to
yeah,
court.
I'm just saying that in order
Because
to
if I get
do
any more
that-
harassment, that's what happened.
Yeah, I'm going now, but I'm just saying in his case, he wanted me to do the statement. So that's why I'm just saying to you. do
No,
you
I'm
want-
quite capable of doing a statement, my
Well,
love.
I'm
You know.
That's the only reason that I mentioned
No,
it.
that's
because
fair
in
enough.
his
No, I understand,
case,
yeah.
He
No, I appreciate what you're
needed
doing.
me to do that.
Yeah, I
because
don't
he
need that,
was-
sorry.
No, you know, to be fair,
No,
I
no,
don't
that
know
sounded a
you.
bit like a threat to me, though, with legal proceedings if I don't sign your
No,
form.
No.
Well, you just said, you
No,
know,
no,
legal
no.
proceedings.
No, you need to be aware that the possible consequences of failing to complete the form are
Yeah,
fine of up to £1,000
Yeah.
and possibly a criminal record.
right.
They're the two consequences.
Well, that's assuming I've broken the law,
Well,
which
yeah,
I haven't.
but we're
which I haven't.
But that's...
I can't break a statute law, right, if I don't have a contract with it.
Why do they print that on the front end?
What?
That. Why do they say that?
Well,
Are they allowed to do that if that's not the case?
no, not really. None of it's allowed, really. But they're just going bulldozing everybody with the New World Order.
We're going to go now. Thank you for your time.
No, you're welcome.
And,
You're welcome.
You know, we'll leave it.
Yeah,
at that.
fair enough.
All right.
All right, ladies.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Don't come again, though, will you?